heard the story of Jackie Robinson, but have you ever taken a more comprehensive look at his life? As someone who loves the sport of baseball and has heard Robinson's story, I enjoyed looking through his life and realizing how big of an impact he has had on and off the field. Everyone goes through struggles on a day-to-day basis, but imagine putting yourself in the shoes of Mr. Robinson as he first broke that color barrier and his ability to overcome those obstacles. Things in your everyday life may seem a little bit easier compared to his struggles. Jack Roosevelt Robinson lived an influential life as the first African-American Major League Baseball player, and he ended the racial segregation toward black players in professional baseball. I would like to talk to you guys about how he was and what his effect was on segregation in professional baseball and analyzing his impact. Jack, also known as Jackie, was born in Cairo, Georgia on January 31st in 1919. Robinson grew up with 5 siblings and his mother, who raised him in a tough environment. Robinson succeeded through high school playing football, track, basketball, and baseball. Upon graduation, he attended a junior college to continue being an athlete, to then be at a bigger college, the University of California in Los Angeles. Robinson's athletic abilities led him to 4 varsity letters in the 4 different sports that he played. Although he had the skill to continue his athletic career, he did not have the money to support his college career, which forced him to drop out. After dropping out, Robinson served in the United States Army as a second lieutenant. While serving at boot camp, Robinson was arrested and court-martialed for not giving up his seat on the segregated bus to move to the back. Robinson was well known and was assisted by his friends to get the charges dropped and for him to be discharged from the Army. The discharge from the Army convinced Robinson to play professional baseball. Baseball during the 1940s was segregated, meaning that African Americans and white players played separately. While playing in the African American League, Jackie was recruited by the president of the Brooklyn Dodgers, Branch Rickey, says History.com. Rickey wanted to mix up the leagues by having different races placed together. Robinson was guaranteed to have things said regarding his skin color, and Branch Rickey knew what was possible. Rickey coached Robinson up by testing his will of holding back the anger that was inside of him due to the outrageous comments toward him. Over the course of his first year, he noted that his own teammates were against him and that his family was receiving threats because of him. Robinson overcame the negativity and played his first game for the Dodgers on April 15th in 1947. Jackie Robinson was the first black athlete to play Major League Baseball in the 20th century. Though Robinson had many people against him for playing baseball in the professional league, he had supporters such as the Baseball League president Ford Frick and baseball commissioner Happy Chandler, says JackieRobinson.com. Even the team captain, known as Pee Wee Reese, stood up for Robinson while he was being harassed by walking toward Robinson and putting his arm around him. That support from Reese has been marked down in history for baseball. Robinson learned to block out the harsh sayings toward him and helped his Dodgers win the National League pennant by putting up 12 home runs in his first year of baseball. Although he led the National League in stolen bases, that year along with being named Rookie of the Year, Robinson was finally getting the support he deserved by fans all around the world. Robinson was soon then named the National League's Most Valuable Player award. Over the years, he was known to be the history of the sport of baseball and became the highest paid athlete in Dodgers history. The bravery of Jackie Robinson is what led to open doors for other African Americans to join the league. Jackie was the biggest civil rights leader of the sports world. The influence he had on the scene was so powerful because of what he was able to accomplish. He was called a vocal champion by many as he was a leader for African American athletes, civil rights, and several other political and social causes, says baseballhall.org. After he finished playing baseball, Robinson became a businessman, investing and forming multiple businesses and running a few as well. However, he was still able to continue his off-the-field influences long after he stopped playing baseball. He was an activist for social change, says Biography.com. He was on the board of the NAACP until 1967, creating a direct impact for civil rights in that avenue. He was also the first African American to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962, which also gave him an indirect effect on segregation issues. Jackie Robinson is one of the best known baseball players of all time. Not only for his skills on the diamond, but when you take a second glance at his life, you realize that his influence off the field was so great because he was able to break the color barrier that was held up for so long. Robinson's influence made by the state by being the first African-American Major League Baseball player that ended the racial segregation toward black players in professional baseball. Jack Roosevelt Robinson was definitely a book judged by its cover, but as everyone soon found out, he was one of the best written novels of all time, and it was broadcast for the entire world to see as he made an impact on the field, but made an even bigger indentation off of it. Thank you.